Good day, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Realtor Mindset. I'm your host, Vincent DiMello. Thank you so much for joining me for another sunny, yet a little frigid day here in New York. Sorry, I'm just adjusting our sails here as we sail the sea of Realtor Mindset. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today. So I got a few things to talk about in the news, but one blaring article we're going to discuss in detail, which is NAR. But first off, mortgage rates. 30-year fixed interest rate still around the mid 7% range. The yield on the 10-year Treasury note is about 4.2 to 4.3%. And as that yield goes up, so do interest rates, long-term mortgage rates. As that yield goes down, long-term 30-year fixed mortgage rates go down. That's a majority of the price modeling for long-term interest rates is equal to the yield on the 10-year bond. Not all of the pricing modeling, but almost all of it, majority of it. So that's the first thing I wanted to share with you. Truly believe that when rates come down, low sixes, high fives, we're going to see more people sell, see more listings come on the market, and those buyers that have been sitting on the sideline, they'll jump in with both feet and we'll have a more robust market. So let's all stay tuned for when that happens. CEO of JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, suggested to the Fed that they hold off on cutting interest rates. And as he was asked why, he believes that the Fed needs to have more data. He said the Fed should wait for more economic data to come out before they go ahead and start lowering rates. I would hope that the Fed would reconsider and lower the interest rates because I really feel it would help the real estate market and all in all in what we do. So we'll keep an eye on the Fed's decisions in the near future and how they're going to affect the marketplace. But the one thing I really wanted to talk about in detail is the NAR decision to settle the $1.8 billion lawsuit. They're looking to settle for $400 million, which is a steep discount off of what the judge ordered. So we're going to see how this all plays out. And the way I've been reviewing the Stitzer-Burnett case, in case any of you all don't know, the Stitzer-Burnett case stated that the National Association of Realtors was guilty of not stating how much of the commission a listing agent took was being allocated to the buyer's agent. So it looks like after this lawsuit, National Association of Realtors came back to settle it for $400 million. Excuse me, I'm not an attorney, so if I'm saying things incorrectly, please correct me. But you know the gist. And so for $400 million, NAR is looking to settle. But there was one item that I read in The Real Deal, one sentence that really interested me. It stated that NAR will still allow listing agents to take their commission, but they will not allow the listing agent to state how much is going to the buyer's agent on the buyer's agent side. So, as a buyer's agent myself, showing properties to buyers, we all have to make sure that, number one, we're doing a good job of representing our buyers. Number two, we're doing it legally and ethically. And number three, we get reimbursed for what we're doing. And one thing I've noticed is that every buyer, everyone I've spoken to, they want representation. Why? Because the seller has representation on their side. They have the listing agent. The buyer should have representation on their side. For most people, this is the largest purchase in their entire lives. And in some of these towns here in Westchester County, New York, the average sales price is $1.5 to $2 million. That's the average sales price, okay? So who here wants to be represented on a $2 million purchase? I for one do. But whether it's $2 million or $200,000, it's still the largest purchase anyone's going to make in their life. So most people I speak to do want to be represented. So with that said, NAR stated that, again, they're not allowing the buyer's agent commission to be shown on the MLS, the multiple listing system, but they are allowing buyers to request a commission off of the multiple listing system, for whatever that means. What I think it means is that, okay, it's going to be a 3% commission to the listing agent, 0% commission to the buyer's agent. And then the buyer's agent calls the listing agent and say, hey, can I get 3% for my brokerage as well? Because I'm bringing a buyer to the table. My offer to you is the highest and best. You're accepting it. We're going to contract. What do you think? And I believe that's going to be a conversation that's going to have. or if it's something different and there's a disclosure that needs to be signed by all parties, whatever the case may be. Really don't think this is going to affect the industry too much, but again, we're just going to see how this transpires in the marketplace and how it's going to affect agents. And, listen, we work hard, we do a great job for our clients, but we also need to be compensated for the great job that we do for our clients, and just to keep a nice, fair playing field when it comes to real estate. That's the most important thing I really see that's happening here. So I'd really love to know what your thoughts are. If you could drop a comment in the comments section, if you could like this video and subscribe, that would be great. That was the main thing I really wanted to talk about today was the NAR lawsuit and the Stitzer-Burnett case. And again, this is a case study. It's truly fascinating because I've never seen anything like this in all my 20 years in the real estate industry. But I will keep you all posted on what my thoughts are. And again, love to hear from you. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you all very much. I love each and every one of you, and each of you have a wonderful and prosperous day. Thanks for watching.